Jumbo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Waringa and I'm based in Turkey. Today, I'm going to share information that I have in my hands, literally, like it's in my notebook, about scholarships that the government of Turkey offers to outstanding international students. Yes, you heard right. Government scholarships. No scams, no need to sell your soul, no agents or fees involved in this. So if you or somebody in your network is looking for a scholarship for maybe their bachelor's degree or master's degree, their PhD or their research work, then this would be the video to watch. Please make sure that you watch the video to the end and leave a big thumbs up. Also, remember to share with somebody in your network. They might benefit from it. Asanteni sana, and I am ready to share. After all, sharing is caring, right? And please forgive me if my voice will sound husky at any point because I have COVID-19 and I'm currently in isolation. So the government of Turkey came up with these scholarships back in 2012 and they are called Türkiye Scholarship. In this video, I'm going to tell you what is Türkiye Scholarships all about. Why does the government of Turkey even do it? Do you need to sell your soul? Is there any catch? Why should you apply? Finer details on some of those benefits. I'm going to also tell you the application criteria for those who are interested and the types or levels of scholarships. The last thing that I'm going to be telling you is the application calendar because there's a specific time for applying each of the scholarships. Are you ready? Türkiye Scholarships was developed, or they came up with it in the year 2012, and they admit 5,000 students every year. And they not just students, outstanding international students. So you may ask, why do they do it? So the reason they do it is, number one, to develop mutual cooperation between Turkey and your country. Number two, to develop regional and global development in many fields of academia, from economics to arts, from medicine and etc. Türkiye scholarships are considered the most comprehensive scholarships in the world. I didn't even know this. You may wonder, why is Türkiye scholarship considered the most comprehensive in the world? I'll tell you why. Number one, they offer university placements. So apart from letting you choose which unis you want to go and which programs you want to take, they actually give you 12 options. Once you get accepted into this scholarship, they will organize your university placement. What do I mean by that? Once you come, you will not need to go through the hassle of registration. It can get confusing, especially if you come into a new country or maybe it's your first time in a university, like it's a bachelor's degree. You might get very confused and it might take a lot of time for you to register. So they're going to organize this for you. As if that is not enough, they will also make sure that you have accommodation for the whole duration of your degree or whichever course that you're taking. Some people take 2 years, some people 3 years, some courses like engineering take 5 years. They will make sure that you have accommodation for that. You may wonder, but how am I going to get around if I don't speak Turkish? Because as you know, Turkey, they speak Turkish. They don't speak English. English is like a second language for some, not for all. So they will organize for you to go to a class for a whole year. And this is mandatory, by the way. Maybe that's a catch, but like a positive catch. I mean, they're paying for you to learn Turkish for 1 year, right? So you're going to be able to, move around without using Google Translate all the time or without needing people to translate for you. Yeah. And also, not only do they give you 12, options to choose from in terms of what you want to do, the program you want to do, they also allow you to choose whether you want to learn in English or in Turkish. So remember, if you choose to learn in Turkish, they expect you to continue with Turkish until you finish your degree. So let's say you're doing your master's, they expect that your thesis is going to be in Turkish. Or if you're doing your PhD, whatever you need to do, you need to do it in Turkish. If you choose to do it in English, some programs, not all the programs, they require you to have something called TOEFL, for example, and others, or maybe they'll require GMAT, SAT. So these are, maybe for some people, this may be new. And maybe if you can Google, and I'm also going to be providing the website of the government. I don't own it. Nobody owns it. It's owned by the government of Turkey. You can be able to check the specific programs you want and what they need, because not all of them require this. And remember, for the programs that want you to have something like TOEFL, you must produce it. Even if like you come from an English speaking country, you speak the Queen's language, you're from London, they require you to have that TOEFL, right? Something, by the way, that I had for Turkish citizens to even go to uni, most of the programs or unis, they require them to do Turkish exam. So even if you are coming from London and you want to do a program in this scholarship in English, you gotta produce these certificates. And they're not hard to get, by the way. It's not like it's hard, you guys. It's not a hard thing. The next benefit, if I may refer to my notes, is, of course, they cover tuition fees. I mean, that's what scholarships majorly are for. Another benefit is you do not have to worry about how you're going to get here. They will provide a flight ticket from whichever country you come in from. Remember, they do not have specific areas that you can apply from. You can apply from any country in the whole world. And once you finish your program, they will provide a ticket back to your home country. By the way, a secret that I had, they expect you, when you're writing your motivation letter, they expect you to want to have the intention to go back, maybe to your country, maybe to your, like for me, I'm from Kenya, maybe to like go back to East Africa and, practice whatever I'm going to learn there. Or maybe if I want to open companies, I go back and do that. So another thing is, in case you have an emergency, health emergency, they provide health insurance. That is not enough. They will give you a monthly allowance. They call it stipend. Yeah. So for somebody coming in for their bachelor's, undergraduate degree, they're going to give 1,000 lira. You can convert that to your currency. Lira, L-I-R-A. If you're doing your master's degree, they give you 1,400 lira. If you're doing PhD, they will give you 1,800 lira. Not bad, right? For somebody that is, paying your ticket, they're organizing university placement, they're going to give you accommodation, they're going to give you health insurance. What else did I leave? They will pay for a whole year for you to learn Turkish until you are, it's a proficient level, C1. That is not so bad. It doesn't end there. Apart from all the benefits that I've mentioned, you get to experience social and cultural activities. This will help you not only increase your cultural knowledge of Turkey, but also of the other students' culture, right? They will provide, discounted or student rates for you to go to theaters, to cinemas, for you to attend, music festivals, and you can also attend handcraft workshops that are either free or in the university, or maybe they're subsidized. Turkey loves football. I mean, soccer, for people who call it soccer. You get to go to matches, or if you're a good player, you can join your university sports clubs. Another thing that is super, super big is the food. Of course, once you come to a new country, getting used to the food takes a bit of a while, right? But once you get used to the food in Turkey, yeah, and every city in Turkey is known for something different. In fact, is it UNESCO? Which is it? Turkey is said to be one of the best places that has a rich food cuisine. So by the end of your degree, or by the end of your studies or your research, one of the things that you're going to miss when you go back home is the food in Turkey. Just to add something on accommodation. So for people coming in to do their masters or their PhD or their PhD programs, you can stay in the international students accommodation for the first year. Then after the first year, you can opt to leave out, and they will provide for you a housing allowance of 750 lira. Next, we're going to talk about the application criteria and the types of scholarships available. Kindly note, the unis that you're going to be attending are prestigious. I hope I got it right. I hope I didn't butcher it. Prestigious universities that are recognized around the world. So it's not like you're coming into a university that, whose degree is not recognized. No. I will start with the age criteria while referring to this book. So for undergraduate, you must be under 21 years and under. For master's degree, you must be 30 years and under. For you to get a scholarship for your PhD, you must be 35 years and under. And for research work, you must be 45 years and younger. Who is eligible to apply? Anybody. From whichever country you're applying for, you can apply. Number 2, graduates. Number 3, even those who haven't graduated but are going to get their certificate before the next academic year starts. The academic year usually starts between August, September, and October, around there. I'm going to tell you in this video. Who is not eligible to try? Turkish citizens. Turkish citizens have their own separate scholarships that they can apply for, so they are not eligible for Türkiye scholarships. Anybody who have lost Turkish citizenship, there is a reason they kicked you out, so they will not give you a scholarship. Anybody who is currently enrolled in a program here in Turkey and they are applying for the same level. What do I mean? So if you're doing your degree and you're trying to get a scholarship for another degree, they will not give it to you. So you have to wait until you're near finishing your degree. You're just about to do like your last exam, for example, you can apply your master's. Minimum level of academics required. So let's talk about the GPAs. For bachelors, if you want to do bachelor's, 70%. Master's degree and PhD, 75%. If you are looking into getting into medicine, you want to be a dentist or a pharmacist, 90%. The next thing I'm going to tell you is the types of scholarships. So the Türkiye scholarships has 2 types of scholarships. They have the full-term or the full-time scholarships, and they have the short-term scholarships. Let us start with the full-time scholarships. So they have the undergraduate, they have the graduate scholarships, they have art, number 3, art scholarship programs, and merit scholarship programs. Let us start with undergraduate. Please remember that before applying, you have to check whether the degree that you want to do will be valid in your country. For example, with all due respect, if you come from a country that is quote unquote a desert country and you want to come in and do a marine, degree, for example, with the intention of going back, they don't even build like anything back there. You want to go back and do marine control in your country. I don't think that is going to be valid, right? So please, when you're applying this, make sure that what you are applying is valid in your country. So for undergraduate, they have numerous departments in engineering, social sciences, health sciences, even something called basic sciences, just different ones. Remember, I will be providing the website of the government so that you can go and use the search engine, just the search icon, to check for the degrees that you would want in the city that you would want. And talking of the cities, before we even move on, make sure that you watch my other videos just to get a feel of how Turkey looks like. And probably one day I will do a video on how many cities there is here in Turkey. But all this information is available in that website. So for undergraduate programs, they usually receive applications between January 10th and February 20th of every year. So if you're watching this video immediately when I post, please make sure that you share it so that anybody who wants to apply for the undergraduate, they need to apply at between January and February. And this is only accepted through the online platform. It's called Turkish Scholarships Application Systems. You cannot, send an email to the emails they've provided, unless it's a query, of course. You cannot send it via letter, like a PO box letter. No, or go physically. No, they will not accept that. Almost all undergraduate courses are available except associate degrees, which is diplomas. They will not offer scholarships for that. Or if you want to go to a vocational school, they will not offer a scholarship for that. Let us go to graduate scholarships. For you, my people who want to do your master's degree and you want a scholarship, there are various programs that they offer scholarships for in social sciences, humanities, natural sciences, engineering at prestigious universities here in Turkey. And almost all fields of study are covered for masters except health sciences. They are not offering scholarships for health sciences. Why? I don't know. So again, candidates are able to choose the programs and the departments that they want to do from the site. Like I said, you can choose 12 different ones. The number 3 is the arts scholarships. Some of you people, like my son, would love this one, but he's still very young. They have undergraduate, they have performing arts and all the mini departments behind that, under that, music, sciences, and technologies. Those are the scholarships they offer for arts, for undergraduate. For graduate, they usually offer music and fine arts only. This is not to say that Turkey doesn't have any other courses. It's only that the government of Turkey scholarships, the Türkiye Scholarships, only offers scholarships for those specific big departments. Number 4, there's a scholarship program they call Merit Scholarship Program. So students of science research projects, or those people who have had their work published, especially scientific work, those of you who have patents, the bachelor degree students with a GPA of above 3.5, those can be able to also apply for Merit Scholarship Program. They give you 2 times the stipend. Yeah, so yes, they're gonna pay everything, but on top they're gonna give you 2 times the stipend. So for example, if you are doing you're doing your masters, they will not give you, what had I said? So if you're doing your masters, they would give you 2,800 lira for your monthly allowance. If you're doing your PhD, they would give you 3,600 lira. Let us talk about the second type of scholarships. They have the short-term scholarships. So under that, we have a scholarship at WE. My friend, now that I live in Turkey, is WE. They have success scholarships. They have research scholarships program. And number 3, they have a scholarship called KATIP. KATIP, KATIP scholarship. So what is this scholarship under short-term scholarship called success scholarship? First of all, you can only be able to access it for only 1 year. Remember, for your degree or for your bachelor's or for your master's, PhD, if that one, you get to have scholarship for the whole duration, even if your degree is 5 years. But for these short-term ones, for example, the success one, it's designed for students that are already here in Turkey and they want a monthly allowance to just get around. So you can apply for the success scholarship. And of course, this is only for international students here in Turkey that have demonstrated outstanding academic performance. So if you would be applying for this for monthly allowance for undergraduate, they would be giving you 500 lira. Masters, they would give you 700 lira. PhD, they would give you 900 lira. Right? Not so bad. For people who want short-term scholarships for the research, there's, as the second one called, research scholarship program. This one they can give you for, between 3 to 12 months. And this is designed for to try and lure international researchers and academicians to cooperate with their Turkish counterparts or their Turkish quote-unquote colleagues. So this is also meant for people who already have PhD or PhD candidates at this dissertation stage. Hi, my PhD people. So you'd be able to get this research scholarship program. And remember, this will not cover your scholarship. It only covers your monthly stipend, which is 4,000 lira. They're usually open throughout the year, but they do in four periods, which I'm going to be telling you next. Yeah, so it's open all through the year, but there's specific periods that you can be able to apply for four periods. The third one under the short-term scholarships is the KATIP one, KATIP scholarship. This one is available for 8 to 10 months. This one is designed for foreign public servants or diplomats, expatriates, academic researchers who want to learn Turkish. Or maybe no Turkish, but they usually give a stipend of 300 lira as well as housing. Imagine you want to come and learn Turkish and you're a public servant or you're a diplomat, expert, academician, researcher. They're going to give you a monthly stipend of 3,000 lira and housing allowance. The next question you might ask is, when can I apply? Because at this point, some of you already want to apply, right? So I'm going to talk about the application calendar. Let's start with the general application calendar. And this goes for people who want to apply for the full-time one, for their bachelor's degree, master's, PhD, those ones. So you can apply between January 10th and February 20th of each year. Remember, they admit 5,000 candidates. They usually evaluate those between March and May, and they will do an interview, one-on-one interview with you between June and July. Then they give you the results early August, and the initial procedures will start, and you'll be able to come here to Turkey in September, just before your classes start. Remember, you're going straight to the uni and the program that you selected. It was 12 of them, and I don't know what they use to pick, but just make sure that you pick to increase your chances of being selected. Please pick ones that are related to each other. For example, you cannot say it's 12 options. I want to be a dentist. I want to be a pharmacist. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a veterinary. I want to study literature. I want to do music. I want to be in hospitality. Come on, they're not gonna pick you. Like, seriously, what do you want to be? I'm even speaking Swahili to you. You want to be everything? Anyway, the second one, under the success scholarship, you can apply between October and November. In case you forgot what a successful scholarship, this is meant for students that are already here in Turkey and they would like that monthly allowance. So for that monthly allowance, and you're an outstanding student already here in Turkey, you can apply between October and November, and they will give you the results in November whether they're going to give you a monthly stipend for the duration of 1 year. The other one is for the research scholarships. Remember, the research scholarships, you can be able to access this for 3 to 12 months, and they give you 4,000 lira monthly allowance. So for this, they have 4 periods. You can apply the first period, you can apply between January and March. They give you the results in April. For the second period, you can apply between April and June, and they give you the results in July. For third period, you can apply between July and September. They tell you whether they're going to be giving you that 4,000 lira in October. In case you miss all the 3, you can apply the 4th period, which is between October and December, and they give you the results, or they do the evaluation and the results, and they tell you in January. Now that we already know what is Türkiye scholarship, the benefits, like, do you have to sell your soul? You already know the catch. At this point, you already know the catch. You already know when to apply. The next question would be, how do I apply? So I'm gonna give you the only 5 steps. Imagine just 5 steps to apply. And listen, this video is not sponsored yet. I'm just sharing information with you because I believe in your network, or you might be interested in a scholarship here in Turkey. Turkey is beautiful, by the way. So the 5 steps. Number 1, you need to create a personal account on the Türkiye scholarship application system. Remember, I told you I don't own this. It's not for us. Askama doesn't own that. You don't need to put your bank card. You don't need to pay for anything. You just need to go to that specific website and create a personal account. Number 2, you upload the required documents. And listen, guys, if you ever played any game, football, soccer, some people call it soccer, or football, the American football, baseball, hockey, anything, any certificate that you've ever gotten, you did Red Cross, like the, first aid, put everything there, upload everything you have. My high schoolers, anybody who's finished their secondary or high school, you can also put anything, drama club, anything that you ever did. It will increase your chances of being selected. You can list your dream uni and program. Remember, I told you you can be able to select 12 of them. Please do that and use the search icon to check what the program needs. Please also remember, I had told you they offer in Turkish and in English. And you cannot say, I'm going to apply for the Turkish one so that I bypass doing, producing the TOEFL exam. No. Once you apply for the Turkish one, the scholarship will not allow you to come here and start changing. So you need to write a very motivating letter to compel you to select you from all the candidates that are applying. So a nice letter of intent explaining, expectations, preferences and goals for the future. Please remember that you will be going back to your own country to practice what you learned, right? Or maybe you will not be able, as much as they give you opportunities to do your internships here, they will not expect you that after your degree you're going to be working here. They expect you to the first choice to want to go back home. We have talked about, so the last stage is you need to review all the stages, and you review all your documents that you've uploaded and approve the application. You may ask, but my certifications are in another language that is not Turkish or English. Don't worry. While applying, you can upload it as it is. They will have you to translate it to Turkish and get it certified by a notary after you get accepted. But for the initial selection process, you can upload as it is. So I know I talked about the required documents. So at this point, you're wondering, Waringa. Which ones are the required documents? And before we do that, let me just repeat the steps. You just need to create a personal account, upload documents, list the dream university and program, write a letter of motivation letter, and or intent letter, and of course you review the stages and just press approve or send. So the required documents include a valid ID. Remember, they're going to be checking this with your embassy, so don't come up with a fake ID. A recent photograph of you taken within the last year. They expect you to produce national exams if you have the results. They expect that you give your uni or diploma or your high school graduation certificate. So in case you have not gotten yet, like you are coming to study in September there, right? So in case you have not gotten yet, you can upload your transcripts, your exam transcripts, and you will also have a place you can write a note that you are expecting to graduate at this time, and you're going to upload it later before you report for your, in case you are successful, before you report for your studies. You also need, if your program, some of you are going to select programs that they want exams like international exam results like SAT or GMAT. You will be needed to upload that if your course requires that, or in case your program or university needs TOEFL, something like DELF, you will also be expected to upload that. So as you select those programs, please check the requirements. The last thing, for people who want to do PhD, hi my PhD people, you need to upload your research, a proposal for your research topic, and a written example of the research you've carried before. That thesis you wrote in your master's degree, you're gonna use it now. So those are the required documents, which again, if I may repeat, valid ID, photograph, national exams or transcripts, certificate, the international exams like SAT, TOEFL, and if you're doing your PhD, your proposal for a research topic as well as your thesis. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to like, share this video. Remember, sharing is caring, like I said before. Somebody in your network might benefit from this. There are people who are looking for scholarships, to be honest. So please share and subscribe. I've already said that. Thank you so much.